Happy St. Patrick's Day, second graders. Today I'm going to read That's What Leprechauns Do by Eve Bunting, illustrated by Emily Arnold McCulley. This story is about 3 leprechauns who try to avoid some mischief on their way to work. After I read the story, I will share with you a leprechaun challenge. That's What Leprechauns Do by Eve Bunting, illustrated by Emily Arnold McCulley. The 3 leprechauns sat under the chestnut tree. Ari looked up at the cloud-filled sky. "It's coming," he said, "and there's work to be done." Boo and Cole put on their red shoes and their caps and strapped their packs to their backs. "We are ready," Boo said. "But why it is always us that has to put the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow?" "Especially since not a single soul ever finds it," Cole added. Ari looked up from one of them to the other. "Don't be asking," he said. "It's a leprechaun's duty, so it is, and fellows, remember, it's coming, so I'll be there, so there'll be no time for mischief along the way." They walked in a line, the one in front of the other and the one behind. No mischief along the way," they chanted. But when they got to Ballybunion Farm, they saw Mrs. Ballybunion's cow Pansy standing in the field. Ari whipped out a little bottle of red paint he had kept in his backpack for leprechaun business. He ran across to Pansy. "Stand still, my lovely," he told her, and he painted her hooves a scarlet red. Pansy looked down. "Pretty," she said. "Imagine Mrs. Ballybunion's face when she comes to milk you," Ari shouted. He and Boo and Cole rolled over and over in the grass, laughing. "She'll think I've been to a dance." Pansy did a couple of small hop and steps to demonstrate. The leprechauns clapped and whistled. "We'd be delighted to join you in a waltz or two," Ari exclaimed. "But we're in a desperate hurry. I thought there would be no mischief along the way," Boo reminded him. "Oh, sure, but I couldn't help myself. Mischief's what leprechauns do," Ari said, "along with more important duties." He glanced up at the tatters of clouds in the sky. "We'd better not delay, for we've delayed long enough already." But as they were passing old Jamie Bradley's house, they saw Jamie's gray woolen long johns spread out on his hawthorn hedge. The leprechauns looked at each other and grinned. Quick as a cat pounced, they ran across the hedge, stood on top of one another and on top of him. Ari reached up and tied the 2 long john legs together in a tight knot. They almost fell off each other. They laughed so hard. "It would be great altogether to stay and watch old Jamie try to put his legs in those," Boo said. "But it'll be a month of Sundays before they're dry, and we've got no time to waste." They took a few minutes to somersault across Liam McGabe's garden. There was a yellow tennis ball in the middle of the road, and they rolled it along with them as they went. Miss Maud Murphy's hen, Bridie, clucked at them from behind her gate. "Bridie," Ari said, "would you be doing us a favor? Could we trundle this ball up to your nest, and could you sit on it for us? It'll be a great joke on Miss Maud Murphy when someone comes to gather your eggs." Bridie put her head to one side. "It's not going to be easy sitting on that. But the 3 of you were so good to me scaring that fox away from my hen house last night. I'll do it." Cole stretched up and patted her wing. "Thank you, Bridie." They squeezed themselves through the gate and tumbled the ball with them. They heaved it up onto Bridie's nest, and she gave a trial sit on it. "I'll be sore underneath myself for a week," she grumbled. "But the thought of Miss Maud Murphy's face when she sees I've laid a yellow ball will be worth it." "Won't that be all?" Cole gasped. "The 3 of you can't help making mischief, can you?" Bridie asked. "That's what leprechauns do," Ari told her, "along with our more important duties." He stopped. "Is that a spitting of wet I feel?" "'Tis." Boo stared up at the sky, where the sun was flickering through the heavy clouds. A thin, cool rain had started to fall. "Hurry, hurry," Ari ordered. "It's come. We can't be late." They pulled their green slickers from their backpack and settled their caps low to their ears. Anybody seeing them race along the road would have taken them for 3 green leaves. But they were leprechauns and they had work to do. "Get them out, boyos, get them ready," Ari said. They took their little spades from their backpacks. Then they stopped for a minute to look up at the rainbow. Blue, green, yellow, and pink, that was arched across half the sky. "There it is," Ari said with satisfaction. "Come on." They dashed across Paddywagger's bog, found the place where they had kept the pot of gold berry for such a rainbow occasion, and they dug it up. Ari stood in the middle of the bog. "Here," he said. The 3 of them placed the pot of glittering gold in just the right spot and watched the rainbow curve itself all the way down till it ended on top of the pot. The leprechauns settled themselves to wait. They tootled some grass stalk music, threw raindrops at each other, and ate the rose hips they had brought for a snack. They waited long, but nobody came. Once again, nobody came. "You'd think somebody would find it," Cole complained. "Somebody will, someday," Ari said. "Maybe we should put up a sign," Boo suggested. "Pot of gold, this way." "No, no," Ari said. "That's not how it's done. There's a bit of magic to finding the bit of gold, a bit of luck, and a bit of imagination too. That gold's waiting for just the right person." The rain had stopped, the sun went behind a cloud, the rainbow shortened itself, then disappeared. "No use waiting any longer." Cole took off his cap and wrung it wet out. "If we hurry, we could be in time to see Miss Maud Murphy discover Birdie's big yellow egg," he said. Boo laughed. "Wouldn't that be a great thing to see?" "All right then," Ari said. "We'll put a rush on this." They buried the pot again in its usual place. Ari patted the smooth, bogged-down dirt. "Don't worry, Pot," he whispered. "We'll be back to get you the next rainbow day. Now we're off again to see what new mischief we can find, for besides our important duties, that's what leprechauns do."